Welcome back. I'm really excited for today's video. We're going to be cutting up a bunch of Lake Superior agates, some chalcedony, some agate nodules, some moss agates. It's going to be really fun. Today, got this, what I believe and what I've been told is a beach-worn or glacial-worn agate, which means it's either been pushed around and moved around by the glacier way back in the day, or it's been rolling around being beach-worn, tumbled by water and sand and everything on the beach for millions of years. So we'll see if this one is an agate. We'll cut it and we'll determine whether it is or not. Here's a moss agate that I found. Really cool piece. Really excited to see what the inside of that looks like. Here's a chunk of chalcedony, I believe it is. It's got very waxiness. It's got some translucency. Two different kind of parts here. This like orangish red and then this deep red. I'm going to cut it right down the middle and see what we can find inside. Here's one I found in my most recent video. I'm going to cut it right down the middle, kind of between those bands, right through here and then right there. We'll be able to leave that, and I might take a little bit off of this end just to clean that up a bit. Got these chunks of chalcedony that I want to cut and see if there's any bands inside there. Here's another chunk of chalcedony I'd like to cut. Also have this moss agate. It's got some green right here, some of that limonite staining. It's got a little bit of banding right here, so I'm going to cut this one right down the middle. And then last but not least is my favorite agate nodule I've ever found. It's got very light banding right there. So I'm thinking just going to cut it right down the middle, right here, and we'll see what it looks like when we open it up. So let's get to cutting. Alright, so we just cut a couple little, oh my gosh, butter fingers. Just cut a couple pieces here. The first one was, oh my gosh, it's like a football. Dirty now. Alright. Cut a couple pieces here. This first one was a little moss agate, and staying true to his name, it's got some mossy goodness inside. Really, really cool. And then this other piece, oh, it's a chunk of chalcedony, possible limonite. A lot of limonite in there. And let's see, there, right there, right? Yeah. Cut it open. Nothing going on. Which, that's alright, because this one wasn't too crazy to look at. I just thought it was chalcedony, and it is. It's just through and through, no banding going on. Chalcedony. So, what I'm going to cut next, let me grab here, a couple more. Oh my gosh. There's another chunk of chalcedony here. Hopefully it's got some bands. If not, I mean, is what it is. And here, you can actually see the glow of this one. This is a moss agate. It does have bands, so cutting it here, I'm hoping we could expose more. So, really excited about these pieces. Alright, so I just cut these two pieces. I've looked at this one. I've got a glimpse at this one, but I haven't looked at it completely. I want to do it with you guys. The little bit I saw, I'm really anxious to look at it. It's really exciting, but I'm gonna show you this one real quick. All right, so this one turned out to be a moss agate. It's got some absolutely beautiful, beautiful details in there. And like I mentioned in my last cutting video, guys, I'm going to be getting some sort of system to polish these. So I'll be making videos on polishing these down the road and everything. So that'll be really fun. But the details in that are absolutely beautiful. Really cool mossiness going on in there. So let's look at that other moss agate that I just cut, the green and yellow. Had light banding in there. I'll try to show you what I'm talking about with that light banding. Here's that. It's got green, might be hard to see. And right there, it's got some bands right there. Really cool, so let's look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, water level banding, you guys. How beautiful is that? Oh my gosh. It's like water level and then a little bit of waves. Oh my gosh. Couldn't have cut that better, like to get a better result. You cut it a certain way, a different way, it ended up being something different. Oh my gosh, that is insane. Oh wow, what a win. What a win with that. The other three that we've cut have been kind of like, oh, it's cool. Like this one was really beautiful. The other chunk, that chunk of Chalcedony was all right. That one moss agate was pretty neat, but this one, oh. I had no idea inside this moss agate there could be water level banding. Wow. Wow. Let's get to more cutting. Here's the next two that I'm going to be cutting. And this is a chunk of Chalcedony, I believe. It's got some different colors in there, so I'm just going to cut it right down the middle, and then same with this guy, just right down the middle. Try to get the best, I don't know, cut it any which way. There's no right way to know what's inside, but yeah, we'll see. Let's go. Alright, so I was pretty nervous to cut this one. I almost, get that cleaned off to show you in a second. I almost didn't cut this one today. So I was so nervous because it's such a beautiful moss agate, and I didn't want to ruin it. Last second, I thought, nah, I'll just cut it. And I'm glad I did, because the internals of this thing are absolutely beautiful. It's got a little bit of a vug pocket right there. Some crystals. Look at that. And it's just mossy, beautiful goodness. I think this one, it's got enough size. I can make more slices in it down the road and make some slabs and down the line, make some cabs out of it or something like that. But how beautiful are the details in that moss agate? It's absolutely gorgeous. Wow. That is insane. Pinks, reds, oranges, yellows, white. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so happy I cut that. Alright, I'll show you what I'm going to cut next. Here it is. This is the beach worn. We'll get it wet here. The beach worn, possible beach worn, possible glacial worn, agate. I'm going to cut it right through here because that seems to be the most narrow point. It'll be a little easier. We'll see what's going on inside. Been long waiting this one. I found this one in the winter a long time ago. Made a video on it. Yeah, you can tell there's some quartz in here. Some people thought just quartzite. I don't know, mixed reviews? Well, let's find out. Well, oh no, my glasses, my dirty glasses. All right, so cut that chunk of possible beechworn agate or glacial worn, and as soon as I started cutting it, I could tell some was up because of how smooth it cut. The agates that I've cut today, I could tell were a lot harder. So as soon as I started cutting, like I said, I knew it wasn't one because it just started going through like butter. And it's really beautiful. Like, there's some great translucency here, some quartz right there, like that quartz that we saw. That is really beautiful. I had to rotate it to cut it, so I got this big cut line kind of through here, but I'm not going to spend a ton of time on it because it looks to just be like quartzite is what I believe it is. If you guys got any other guess, let me know, but I don't think this one's an agate. We're going to move on to the last couple cuts, the ones that I'm most anxious about. Alright, so I got this bad boy cut. I haven't looked at it at all yet, so you and me are going to get to do this together. Looks like I got it right in between those, which worked out great, and I got it to the right of that, so I didn't jeopardize any of those bands. Keep it kind of cool, but just check this thing out. Oh my gosh, that is so beautiful. Lake Superior agates. My goodness. My goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh. So this one did break off right here when I was cutting it, but I think when I go to polish it, I'll be able to kind of round it out a little bit and make it nice. But how amazing is that? That is just beautiful. Oh, I'm so excited about that. So what I'm gonna do now is just take a little bit of shaving off of right there. It's pretty flat already, but I'm just going to cut that side a little bit too, because then it'll be kind of fun. It's got some nice bands, but we'll clean it up, cut that, and we'll see what that looks like. So, agate nodule, light banding right here. I'm hoping that there's some sort of bands inside it. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's beautiful, but not what I expected. I mean, the quartz in there is really beautiful. There's some bands right there. It's different, I'll give it that. It's a little different. It's got some light bands around the outside there, outside of the quartz, right on the edge, but mainly quartz on the inside. And like I said earlier, you can get different results when you cut it differently. I don't think it would have mattered with this one. It's just the outside that's got the agate characteristics with the bands. But that quartz, I mean, that'll look really beautiful cleaned up. But I was hoping for more bands in that one. At least it's just not like pure chalcedony inside. Like that would have been a bummer. But it's still pretty cool. I'll give it that. It's still not too bad. Not too bad. But that was the last cut. So let's go look at everything we cut today. All right, so here's everything that we cut today. So like I showed earlier, some chalcedony. Nothing really going on in there at all. I believe this big chunk, same thing. It's got some, what I believe is quartzite. It's got some cool details in there, some green. Yeah, looks like maybe some jasper going on in there. But yeah, nothing crazy in that one. Let's see. Same thing, just kind of bland. This is a moss agate that we cut. Just a little guy. It's got some really pretty mossy details in there. That's pretty cool. Same with this one. It's got some really pretty mossy qualities to that one. That one's really pretty. The big moss agate I was so worried to cut, and I'm so thankful I did, because look at that. We'll get some good close-ups of that, because that is absolutely gorgeous. So many colors in there. Definitely make sure to take a few close-up pictures of this for the end, because that's absolutely gorgeous. The agate nodule, I was a little bummed with how that turned out, but still really cool. The quartz details in there, absolutely beautiful. You're not going to get that kind of detail with quartz unless you cut it. So a little bit of agate bands going on right there. Looks like right there to right there. See that? That's kind of like the window. That was the little bit of the where it formed. That's about it. The rest of it is just quartz. Some very light banding around the outside right there. So that's pretty cool. And then this beautiful guy. Cleaned off that edge. It was really beautiful. I really look forward to polishing this one. But so it goes like that. Got it all cleaned up. Bam! Isn't that beautiful? Oh, that is so pretty. I was really excited about this one. Remember how dirty that was in the last video? Oh, absolutely gorgeous. And then, last but not least, my absolute favorite one that I've cut so far, this moss agate. The little bit of band showing right there. Bam! I'll get some good close-up pictures of this, because that is absolutely gorgeous. Pure white, greens, reds, some blues, yellow. Oh, this is absolutely amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had such a fun time cutting all those beautiful pieces today. It's been a blast. If you guys got any tips and tricks for me, feel free to share them in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can see all the future adventures and things to cut down the road. It's going to be really fun. I don't want you to miss it. Again, I love having you guys with me on all these videos, all these adventures. I really look forward to what the future holds with all of us. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.